We're live.
Let's go. Let's go. Bill is not with us today. Unfortunately, had a severe accident. We hope he survives. Thoughts and prayers for Bill. He's on a respirator, and we'll give you more details later. I am Tommy G. Welcome to the Stay Cashin show. I am joined by the best producer in the world. Actually, I didn't say it. What up? Let's get weird. Evan Hand. What up? I just learned your last name is of Irish descent instead of German descent.
Yep, it is.
You wee little lad.
It is Irish. I burn in the shade. That is how pale I am.
Yeah, you look like wouldn't you think he's German? Rackets?
With that mustache, for sure.
Yeah, you look more like you'd be burning people in ovens than burning in the shade. I don't know. Jesus Christ. Joey Rackets, what up, motherfucker?
What's up, Tommy G? How we doing today?
I'm doing good.
I had to wear the Mariners hat because you said I cursed everything in chat last night, so I'm just gonna curse your Mariners and Padres from now on.
I believe I just said you are cursed. You are cursed.
So I'm just gonna bring it to you now. So.
I don't like it. I'm not a fan of it, and I don't ever want to see that again. But I do believe you gave me the stiff arm.
I did. I did. And that's probably us jousting in the backgrounds during this Padres Dodgers match.
Yes. That was last night. That was a lot of fun when my fathers disposed of your Doyers.
Yeah, and everybody in the chat starts piling on. Shut up. It's me and Tommy. Great. It's not me and you. It's me and Tommy. Cut it out.
It's great. It's great. I loved everyone piling on you. I actually very, very much enjoyed that. Rackets did his notorious. I mean, we were posting all kinds of shit in the chat. Shot me dunking on Rackets with my little Bitmoji, just fucking dunking on him. Like, we had all kinds of shit going on.
Shitting on me.
Oh, it's great. I loved it so much. It was my favorite. Because Rackets was hiding, Evan. He was hiding. I knew he was lurking. He thinks I'm fucking stupid. Rackets is like a fucking like bird that just like sits on a perch when I'm talking like tons of shit. And then you see Hader come in. And Hader was like starting to give it up. And Rackets is just sitting there on the perch, not saying anything. Just waiting to strike the second Hader gives up.
He walked that guy, and I'm like, oh, let this be the fucking time, man.
He's sitting there going fucking nuts. But yes, so my Padres came through. Seattle with a bone-crushing loss the other day, soul-crushing. Just forget about gambling. We actually made more money on the hedge than we did on the bet itself. Just brutal. So we'll talk a little bit about the MLB games that were and the games that are, because we have a game at 3:30 today, and I think that's it. Joey Rackets, I believe that, by the way, Bill's not on a respirator, guys. I made that up. His mom hurt her wrist, so he's at the hospital with her. I believe the Yankee game is canceled, Joey Rackets.
Yeah, it's postponed, so we're only going to get one baseball game today, which I said it last week or 2 weeks ago when they released it was last week when they released the playoff schedule. I said, why are they playing one game, giving the Yankees a game off, and then scheduling another game 2 for the day after? They wasted a 70-degree, beautiful day yesterday to get game 2 in, and now there's a fucking rain that was postponed, and they're gonna have to play game 2 tomorrow afternoon, and then they lose the fucking travel day. It's stupid.
It's
so
October, November. They're playing these fucking playoffs, right? It goes like Jeter was Mr. November, right? Like it goes all the way into fucking November. These baseball seasons, you have to plan for bad weather, whether it's fucking snow or rain or fucking thunder, lightning, whatever the fucking. We had football games getting delayed over the last 2 games. The Marshall game was delayed. I mean, these fucking baseball schedulers are idiots. 2 games on, 1 game off, 2 games on, 1 game. That's how you fucking do it. Stop spacing this shit out different. And then if you need to get a weather situation, you can move the game to the next day. Now you're not playing for 2 days. Like this throws off the whole home field advantage.
And before, when they released the schedule, Major League Baseball said that they were playing all four games on day 1, so that no team had an extra day off advantage. Well, you ended up giving the American League an extra day off advantage by not playing them the normal schedule.
And now you have a situation where the Yankees, who win the division and get the advantage of the other team having to, run from a series right into another series, now they get 2 extra days off in between to basically reset their rotation, and they're probably on par.
And lose the travel day now.
Yeah, it just fucking absolutely ridiculous. So we'll talk a little bit about baseball. We'll go into a little college football, probably the most fixed college football game I've ever seen in my life last night for the Marshall game. We'll talk about the game tonight. Very excited for this game tonight, Joey Rackets. I mean, how are you not jacked up for the Washington Redskins versus the Chicago Bears?
Dude, the NFL commercial said a no-nonsense NFC matchup, and I'm like, this thing is all nonsense. What are you talking about?
A no-nonsense matchup. Like, that's like the sexiest thing they could put on this, right?
It's the worst.
This is a bare-bones, no-nonsense matchup. That's like Evan being like, yo, my hot girl has a friend for you. And I'm like, what is she? She has a great personality, and she's friendly.
Yeah.
You know, like, I immediately know she's a pig. Right? She's a wonderful person and gives a lot to charity.
She's only $350.
Yeah, this is a bare knuckles, no nonsense matchup.
Oh my
Evan,
God.
we were talking about voicemails before the show. Have you guys heard Bill's voicemail, by the way?
Bill's voicemail is atrocious.
I mean, it's the worst.
You might call it might be the suicide prevention hotline.
I'm not going to answer because
you're going to kill yourself if you listen to it.
It's the worst. Hold on. He's not going to answer because it isn't awful. Come on.
Can't
You should
even
be
hear
able to. Can you hear the phone ringing?
No.
No?
Dude, your noise cancellation's insane, bro.
Hi, this is Bill. Leave a message.
There it is.
That's it.
Hi, this is Bill.
Oh, it's Bill. Where's my food? Like, that's not your fucking voicemail.
Hi, this is Bill.
You want to play on mine, Evan?
Let's do yours.
Okay, so I asked Evan. I played Evans, right? Let me just play Evans. Evan, send this to voicemail.
Mine's not good.
No, it's terrible.
You've reached Evan. I couldn't get to the phone right now, but leave a message and I'll give you a call back if possible. Thank you.
Yay!
If possible.
You've reached Evan. Leave me a voicemail, and I'll call you back if you haven't fallen asleep already.
If possible.
Listening to my voice message. And then Evan starts ripping me. A new
Yeah,
ass.
he was ripping him. He's like, oh, what's yours, Tommy? What's
Oh,
yours?
yeah. Let's call Tommy G.
Oh, Jesus.
This was not planned. This was impromptu before the show.
What up? This is Tommy G. Leave me a voice message, and I'll be sure to never check it ever. It's 2022. Why are you trying to leave me a voice message? Send me a text.
Stupid.
Like a fucking champion.
You should have
Just
ended it
mic
with
dropped on Evan Hand. This kid calls me out in the pre-show out of nowhere. I'm making fun of Bill's message, and he's like, "Let's hear your message." I'm like, oh, let's hear yours first, there, fucking nerd, fucking nerd Birmingham, fucking 23 years old, shouldn't give a fuck in the world. Rackets should be doing blow off hookers'
24.
asses. 24, fucking brain
freshly turned 24. Get it right, Tommy.
fucking should be sitting there right now with his six-pack like this without a shirt on doing this fucking show. And he's fucking all, you've reached Evan.
I'm a businessman now.
The worst.
I'm an
Yeah,
established
so am I.
businessman.
Fucking tell it like it is. I'm sure people call me just to hear my voice message.
I mean, they don't call you to hear your voice. You don't fucking pick up the phone.
I should just sing a lullaby next time.
If you want to call Tommy G, his number is 5.
Yeah. Actually, it doesn't matter. Give it out.
Don't matter. He won't call. He won't answer it anyways.
You want it? Here you go, guys. You can have it. All right. So, what do we got for headlines here? Money.
Well, I guess Dan Snyder, if you guys don't know him, he's the owner of the Commanders, Redskins football team, whatever. And obviously that team, that organization has been involved with scandals for the past, 15 years, basically.
Sex scandals, a lot of them.
Sex scandals. And now he's saying that he has enough dirt to blow up the entire NFL, Roger Goodell and other owners. So basically he's just blackmailing the entire NFL so he can just remain the owner of the Commanders.
I mean, I love it, Redskins. So the big thing about this, Rackets, is Snyder's billionaires are fucking not stupid, right? Like, we've talked about the cabal, and I know I'm big in the conspiracies. Evan, maybe if it's like a NCAA peacock, he's into them, but that's about it. And Rackets, you're kind of in between. Like, you fall into some of them, but don't go too crazy with it. The one conspiracy everyone knows is that there is an elite group of people who control everything, right? Like, it doesn't matter who they are. Anunnaki, it's the Jews, it's the Italians, it's the blacks. It doesn't matter who the fuck it is. There's a group of people who control pretty much everything. And they are multi-billionaires. And then there's levels to them, right? There's Rothschilds and Soroses, people above them. And then there's the
tiered
Snyder.
system, like anything else.
Yeah, there's the Snyders and the Johnsons and the people who own football teams, right? Like they're right at the top. No one is just a football team owner. Like that's something you do for fun once you become a multi-billionaire. These guys know where every bone is buried on every single body. And if they don't know where it is, they can find it in 2 seconds, Rackets. And the whole system is built on blackmail. That's why Mike McCarthy keeps getting jobs, because once you're in the good old boys network and they can trust you and they know, like Carlos Beltran got a broadcasting job with the Yankees. He can't even speak English and he's fucking terrible. And
he was caught up in the cheating scandal too.
He's a traitor. He left the Yankees to go to Houston and was the creator of the cheating scandal, which destroyed the Yankees' chances of winning a World Series, right, Rackets?
Yep.
And he's broadcasting in the booth. Why? Well, probably because when that shit was going down, Carlos Beltran played for the Yankees right before the Astros. And he was probably doing some cheating shit with the Yankees. So as it was going down, they probably said, hey, keep your mouth shut and we'll make you a fucking broadcaster for a few years, even though you're terrible. There's always a blackmail system, Rackets. And Snyder knows where every motherfucking bone in America is buried. And I want it to implode on everyone and destroy the NFL.
No, it's because Snyder buried 90% of them. That dude's one of the dirtiest fucking dudes in the entire league, man. And it's not even like just this thing. It was the fucking all the scandals from all. He's been locked up in controversy forever, ever since I remember the Bruce Smith thing back fucking 20 years ago, dude. Like, that dude has just been a scumbag since day one. Not surprising at all.
The thing about it is I feel like they're all the same. The only difference is his shit just comes out more often because he's sloppier with it. Like he's not doing this shit alone. He's not the owner doing these prostitute boat parties. I mean, Howie comes on. I don't know if Howie will be able to join us today, but Howie was on the voice chat with us the other day, telling stories about when he was an assistant coach at Georgia Southern and telling stories about what went on in these college campuses. And I have stories of what went on at those campuses. We won't share here. We share it behind the paywall. And like how even some people that were telling him stories about Ogeron at LSU, how he was bringing strippers and letting strippers in the locker room and getting drunk on the field. Like that shit doesn't come out until after they leave, right? But everyone knew that for the last 8 years who was a part of Louisiana sports. So everyone knows what's going on. I just can't wait for him to drop the bomb on it because he's gonna, and it's gonna get fucking ugly. You're gonna see someone die shortly. You're gonna see someone fucking disappear. Either someone close to Snyder or possibly Snyder himself. You'll see someone disappear if this gets heated enough because they'll have to cut the head off the snake to sacrifice their own asses, right?
Jimmy in the chat said Jerry is the worst, I bet. And when we were just talking about that, I was thinking, like, literally, Jerry Jones reminds me of, like, Hugh Hefner. So as dirty as that dude was, he's probably just as dirty.
Yeah, I mean, I would say Mark Davis because he just literally looks like a human reptile.
Yeah, him too.
Like, yeah, put a picture of Mark Davis up, Evan, if you can. I mean, there's no way this dude hasn't had like a fucking train of children running naked from his bedroom on a consistent basis. Like, there's no way this dude's not finger popping 9-year-olds. Like, he's fucking looks like the fucking snake. He looks like a lizard. Like,
worth $1 billion and he gets a fucking haircut like that.
So I'm
It just popped up on my screen.
If you guys had to pick an owner who you think is at the top of this cabal that we're talking about, who would it be? I have my answer. I want your answer.
Mark Davis. Look at that face. I don't know. I mean, what do you think? Let me see. NFL owners list.
Rackets, what do you think?
I'm gonna go.
I would say Woody Johnson is probably right there. He owns fucking J&J.
I was gonna go with Jerry right off the get go, but I'm starting to lean towards Shad Khan, the dude for the Jaguars.
Oh, it's a good call.
Yeah.
Let's go with the Indian guys.
Yep.
I am personally going with the old bitch who owns the Bears.
Oh, that's
Virginia
a good one too.
Halas McCaskey.
Ooh, good call. I like that too.
That's two real good polls, Tommy G. You gotta outdo those two.
That's nice. Wow. You're not going Sheila Ford, huh?
Ooh, Detroit.
Woman, Ford. She's owned the team since 1963.
Ooh, that might be a good poll too.
I mean, the Ford family. I mean, you can't fucking get much bigger than the fucking Ford family.
Bob's Lessons will be happy I took Shad Khan.
Yeah, I like Chad Khan. I like when you go outside. I mean, listen, the hierarchy is going to be Art Rooney. I think you got to go Sheila Ford with the Ford family. And I think
Kraft is one too. I see Kraft in the chat. That's another one, man.
Yeah, but these are newer guys, right? Like when you're looking at the fucking king shit of that movement, like I see Jerry Jones as like the.
What about the Giants owner, the Giants dude? Is he new or no? They've had the team for a while, right?
Who's that? The Giants?
Giants.
Yeah, Mara. They've owned it for probably forever. John Mara and Steve Tisch, 50% each. Oh, there's two of them. So that makes them more dangerous. They aren't the original owners, but the Giants. That ownership group was acquired, the Giants, in 1925 for $500.
God damn.
What?
That's a good investment.
That's a great investment.
That's a good investment to buy the Giants. Actually, believe it or not, Virginia Hallis, 1920 Bears, $100.
God damn. That was probably your whole family's monthly bread ration for the month.
$100. I thought Art Rooney. I remember hearing Art Rooney. Art Rooney's $2,500 he paid for the Steelers. But yeah, that hierarchy's there. I think Jerry Jones is more of a prop that they use, like a puppet, right?
Like a placeholder type
he
deal.
can never be too powerful because he wants to party too much. You know? Like I do see him in the Hugh Hefner role where he's very influential and very important, but more like, you know.
I see Irsay in that same thing. Irsay loves his drugs, man. That dude's fucking spaced out.
Yeah, meanwhile, Sheila Ford Hamp is just sitting back fucking all decrepit. Like, bring me Jerry. Jerry, stop fucking the cheerleaders.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Where's Snyder? Snyder! Stop it!
Is she an old Jewish woman?
I don't even know.
With her Virginia Slims.
I honestly don't even know what she looks like. I'm just assuming she looks like that.
Oh.
Virginia Ford Hamp. Let's see. How old is she? She's not even old. She's like 50. Martha Ford was the one I was thinking of. So I guess Martha Ford passed it on to Virginia Ford. So yeah, Martha Ford. Martha Ford's the one. Virginia! Get control of them. These old fucks keep fucking kids. We're going to lose the league. And get rid of this Watson guy. Get him out of here. Too much spotlight.
Jesus Christ.
All right, what other headlines we got?
Devante Adams charged with a misdemeanor assault for pushing that guy Monday night.
I mean, what do you think of that, Rackets?
I mean, dude, yeah. We said it as soon as it happened. We're like, dude, that's assault, bro. You can't just fucking do that. You can't just get the fuck out of my way. Push him down. He's a fucking league employee, dude. Stop. I understand you lost, but don't be a bitch, bro.
But dude, the best is like ESPN, which is nothing but like black women and black athletes now on every show. They're all like defending Devante Adams. Like they're all like, well, you know, like it wasn't right, but you know, he doesn't have a history of this. And yeah, okay. Let a fucking white quarterback push a black guy with a fucking stick and watch what would have happened, you know, in the outcry. Listen, he's a piece of shit.
The linebacker from the Bengals, however many years ago, or like Pac-Man Jones, or like one of those dudes. If one of those dudes did it, nobody would be defending them. So
right.
Vontez Burfict?
Vontez Burfict, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah, you got it. But I mean, still, Vontez Burfict stayed in the league and this, that, and the other. They still stayed around. The bottom line is, you show your true character by your actions when no one's looking, right? Like that's it. And that we just saw who Devante Adams really is. Everyone's like, he's a good guy. No, he's not a good guy. I just saw everything I need to know about Devante Adams right there in that moment, that he's not a good guy. Because I've been enraged that I will destroy remotes and all this kind of shit. But if someone's walking by me harmless, I'm not going to fucking shove them because I'm like that. You're a fucking asshole. Especially since the game didn't like end that second. Like you were walking off, like you had time to cool down. It wasn't like you dropped the ball on the sideline and running and someone's right in front of you as you're running. You're a fucking jerk off. And should the guy get millions of dollars for suing him? No. But at the same token, fucking Alex Jones has to pay like $1 billion to 15 families because he said mean things about him 15 years ago.
And he didn't even push him.
If they're gonna get fucking 45 million each, then fucking throw this kid a milli. Let him get a mill. Learn your lesson, Devante. Fucking jerk off.
I think that's
I'm
just
with you.
what having Derek Carr as your quarterback does to you.
Probably. Yeah, that seems like it. But we were so good together in college. Just text Howie. Howie just texted me back. He said he's good.
Yeah.
Just let him know what time. What else we got here?
That's really it. We can recap the Monday night game for a few minutes before we get into college if you want.
Yeah, let's do that for a second, and then we're going to college football bets for tonight. What'd you think, Rackets? Monday night football game? Every Thursday, I forget who played.
I was just saying, I got to think about who played on
I got
Monday.
to go check who played. Raiders, Chiefs.
Yeah, it was a Chiefs game. Dude, I gave you guys a double result on Monday. Raiders at half, Chiefs for the game, plus 650. I thought that was easy. Not easy, but like once the Raiders won, once the Raiders
was a double result. I say it was easy.
Once the Raiders were leading at halftime, I thought it was easy.
And
I
it
didn't
was
think
fantastic.
I didn't think there was any way that they weren't going to win the game. We were even talking about it at halftime. They were only plus 144 at that point. You could have even hedged the double result right there, but with the Chiefs getting the ball right out of halftime, a couple people asked in the chat. I said, just wait. They're getting the ball. Just wait. See if they score. They went down and scored a touchdown. Didn't even have to hedge at that point. Waited to get the lead to hedge, and they almost blew it. But if you're gonna have plus 650 on one side and give me 700 on the other side, I don't give a shit what happens.
It was a great call. It was a great call. Almost as great as us deciding that the faction was going to be in play, and
we didn't even miss that under by too much. I mean, the total ended up at 59, but for the first half of that game, it was trending toward the under.
I think Evan Hand is being invaded by aliens. You see that? It's weird.
Yeah, it just went black.
Thing with like
I gotta change some shit. I don't want to look stupid on camera.
It's okay. It looked like a planet. It looked like, remember when they faked the moon landing? Like, that's what it looked like. Yeah, back when they faked the moon landing. Yeah, look at that. See, that's the flicker that I saw.
Yep.
So I don't even remember. I'm so fucking frazzled right now. Evan's got me thinking about the moon landing.
I can't stop watching it now.
The craziest thing, the faction duel boost, the odds boost before the game. Remember, Rackets? I'm like, dude, the odds boost is Kelsey 40 yards, Devante Adams 40 yards at plus money. How does that not happen? Like, it's impossible, right?
And Adams shouldn't have even gotten it aside from that bomb in the first
We
quarter.
said it with the fucking the one the week before. That was like, how is it Waddle and these, Tyreek Hill not getting, and Waddle finishes at 39. What do you know? Travis Kelsey scores 4 touchdowns, has like 8 catches, and still finishes under the 40-yard odds boost. I mean, we don't play them. We play against them. But me and Rackets spend all day figuring out who's the one that they're going to fuck with on the odds boost. And it ended up being Kelsey. But he did enough to win the game, but enough to make sure FanDuel won their money. So congrats to him for that. I mean, it was a good game. It's what you'd expect. Raiders got off to a nice start. Raiders showed how good of a team they are at the beginning of the game, and then showed why they're the Raiders in the second half.
This is more for tomorrow's show, but looking at that Bills-Chiefs game, I can't remember the last time I saw the Chiefs at home being underdogs. That line screams Chiefs to me, but I mean, I don't know how I play it, but I just thought that was really odd.
There's a couple insane lines this week. There's a couple insane NFL lines, and there's a really insane college football line, which I'm going to bring up to Howie in a minute once we pivot over there. Yeah, so Monday night, pretty uneventful. We'll go into the Thursday night game in a second. Is Howie ready?
He is ready.
All right, let's bring Howie Dewey in, and let's talk some college football, get some plays here. Mr. Dewey, how you doing, Howie Dewey?
Tommy, while we're doing college football, I'm going to go in the parent line, and I'll pop back in just in time for the NFL game.
All right, perfect. Good.
All right.
So, Howie, how you doing?
Good, brother. Good that they finished that game.
Yeah, dude. Fucking, we were talking before we get into some college football, and I give you a little credit here for calling that ULL last night. Me and Evan and Rackets were talking about who do you think the most powerful NFL owner is? Like, who's the head of the evil empire up there at the top?
I mean, it's tough to argue against Jerry Jones, but I mean, he's a beast, but the fucking dude in Washington's a piece of work, man.
Yeah, Snyder can't be the top, right? Because he's ready to blackmail everyone.
Yes, but Snyder's he's a piece of work.
Like, I think Jones, Kraft, and Snyder are like the cool kids, right? Like, they're going and getting blowjobs from masseuses. I said it was Sheila Ford of the Ford family, or what was her mother's name, the older Ford, up there in her throne like Mrs. Burns, just torturing the other owners.
The Hollises from Chicago, man, that's a money-making they got some cash. And of course, shit.
You want to know why they have cash, Howie? Ready for this?
The Hollises?
I want you to guess how much the Hollises bought the Chicago Bears for.
What, for $350? Back in,
$100.
yeah, I was going to say back in 1903. That's kind of like, I'll tell you who's got money too, man, and has probably, who's got the most power in the NFL is the fucking Roonies from Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
because everybody likes the Roonies. They got money. They run that town.
That's what kind of what I felt about the Johnson family. Like everyone likes it. They haven't been around long. They're like the new like hierarchy, the Obamas that came in. Like the new guard that's coming in to take over. But everyone loves them, and they control the biggest fucking drug company in the world that's murdering all the people in the world. So I think they have a lot of power. So Howie Dewey yesterday, I had Marshall on the money line in one of my parlays like a fucking jerk off. I didn't realize that the worst coach in America was coaching Marshall. And we watched the game together. You told me before the game, right as it was going off, you said, watch out for the Cajuns tonight. And I said, oh, fuck, I'm on the wrong side because I didn't have a strong lean. And your Cajuns came through. They looked good.
Yeah, they look good. They beat the shit out of Marshall.
Yeah. I mean, Marshall was throwing in a monsoon.
Yeah. Yeah, that second quarterback that came in showed a little promise, but, like I say, in that conference, I don't care who's playing who. 10 points is too much against anyone.
Yeah.
Those teams are good.
Yep.
Those teams beat each other up, but out of conference, they beat big teams.
Yep.
Like we said, Georgia Southern beat Nebraska. Marshall beat Notre Dame. App State, they beat somebody big.
App State, beginning of the year, had a monster win. We had it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, no, this weekend's going to be great. There's some amazing games I like. But tonight, man, tonight's two good games.
It is. It's nice. It's nice to have two good games. I have a funny feeling, Dewey, we're going to be on the opposite side of one of them. We haven't spoken about it. But we're going to see. We're going to see. Let's start with the one I think we'll be on the same side of. Probably the one we have less of a lean on, too, is the Temple Central Florida game. UCF laying 23.5, total 46.5 to Temple. For some reason, FanDuel did not find either team worthy to put a helmet logo next to their name, which means you probably can't parlay them or tease them or do anything fun with them. What do you think of this game, Dewey?
I think UCF wins 38-10. I mean, they got a great defense. Temple, new coach, new program. They're struggling. They're playing at home, big night game. I think UCF rolls.
I am with you on this one. Howie Dewey, may I interest you in a bit of line percentages on this one? 90% of the money, 90, is on Temple at the current moment, and the line has not moved. What does that tell you is holding that line down on the UCF side? Wow. There's a whale or two just pulling that fucking rope going, oh, yeah, keep going. Keep betting.
Yeah, somebody on the UCF side unloaded a few more.
Yeah, there's 9 people pulling a rope and a fucking sumo wrestler on the UCF side going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that even better.
I love it right now. Yeah. So, Ev, put that on the board. Tommy G, Howie D special. I like that we're under the number, too. That's great. Fucking 23.5. That 24 is obviously not a super key number, but it is a key number on some level, getting that multi-divisible by
What's
7.
the juice on that?
That is even money. It's minus 110. So it's a normal play for us. Minus 23.5 UCF. The other game, Dewey. The fucking Rednecks are out in West Virginia. I know you have an affinity to those fucking fucking Rednecks.
Yeah.
You love talking about them. You love betting on them. Are you going West Virginia today?
The home team in this series is 4-1 over the past 5 series. West Virginia doesn't lose Thursday nights. They don't lose because these guys are all jacked up on moonshine. They've been out banging their sisters all afternoon. There's going to be 50,000 just fucking incest mutants just spitting tobacco on the people sitting in front of them.
Incest mutants.
And I'm telling you, in West
So
Virginia,
true. That's what's going to be there.
West Virginia will I think they're gonna pull this out. I think it's gonna be a great game. But I think they end up winning the game. I like West Virginia on the money line.
I'm actually on Baylor here, and it's rare. I'm not comfortable with it. I'm not comfortable with it because I don't like taking road teams, as you guys probably have caught on to pretty quickly. I pretty much never take a road team. I don't know. I got this weird feeling about Baylor here. I think this team is a little better than people think. And I watched that game last week with OK State. They should have won that game. I like the way their coach is aggressive and he'll go for it in his own 20 and own 30. So I like their coach. I like the way they're coached. I like the way that they're aggressive and try not to punt if they can avoid it. Those are teams I like to bet on. But Howie Dewey, me and you are going head-to-head on this one, and I'm not comfortable with it. I feel like I'd rather be on the Dewey side, home with the fucking rednecks, raving cowbells, fucking finger blasting their fucking aunt in the stands. You know?
What's going to happen? The quarterback from Baylor's going to get a snap, probably first play of the game. He's going to go back. Somebody's going to be open, and he's going to look in the stands for a second. He's going to see a chick with 3 eyes.
And she's going to be waving his sloppy titties like this.
He's going to get all freaked out and throw. He watch for a pick early because the quarterback from Baylor's probably never seen any. Well, it's from Texas, but he probably has. So, no, it's going to be it should be a good game. But I
probably never seen a chick with 3 eyes, too.
I used to teach a kid with 3 eyes down in Georgia. Nah, it was fucked up, man. He could look. I'm telling you, I talk about this on stage. The kid couldn't read or write, but he got hundreds on everything because he'd look at you and then cheat on the person on the right. You could never catch him. Telling you. Couldn't catch him. Oh. I'm not shitting you, man. I'm not Tommy. I taught some wild kids.
Who were the weird people that were like the neighbors that had a nickname for him that had the weird fingers and toes?
Yeah, fucking units.
The eunuchs.
But I had a kid in my class, Tommy. He was the best. He was the fastest kid in my class, and he had no arms. He had like little flippers coming out the side of his. And I'm not shitting you, man. The kid's mother told me, first parent conference of the year, she said, "Listen, this is serious. If he gets in a fight, she said,
lose.
Yeah, if he gets in a fight, he's going to put somebody in the scissors with his legs because his legs were mute. The kid squatted like 730 pounds. He was 11.
He was like 11.
4'3". And his legs were like fucking Earl Campbell legs. And this kid, last day of school, gets in a fight with another kid, puts him in the scissors, and the kids yell, Mr. Dewey, Mr. Dewey. He's got Rock West and he's gonna kill him. And he had him right around the neck.
Wow.
Well, I go over and I try to unlock his legs. It's like a pit bull. It's like 14 pounds of pressure on this kid's neck. And I'm like, let him go. Raymond, let him go.
I mean, you got to imagine he can't let him go, right? That's his only position of strength. I mean,
that's it. And he's like,
got to keep him there or else he's got to,
He goes, this is his last day on earth, man. This is it. I'm killing him. And so I did what the mother told me. I started punching him in the legs. I started punching him in the thighs. And I'm punching the shit out of his thighs. And I look up, and the principal and the assistant principal walk outside, and I'm a grown man punching a kid.
Pounding on a fucking special needs kid.
Just punching him. Yeah, we had to fill out like 5 pages of paperwork for that one.
And that's when Howie left teaching and became a comic. All right, Howie Dewey. Tomorrow, we got a couple games tomorrow night. I haven't even checked. I know we got a jam-packed Saturday. Whoa.
We got good games tomorrow. This weekend, this is my. Honestly, I've looked at these this weekend. I started last night, but this is like my favorite weekend so far. We crushed last weekend.
It's awesome. I like the matchups. I think there's a lot of good watching games too. I think it's not just good games to bet on. The Alabama, Tennessee, USC, Utah, the end of the night should be fucking awesome. Mississippi State, Kentucky should be fun. I think Florida State upsets Clemson. You like the Syracuse to upset NC State.
I like
Oklahoma State's going to be a fun one. There's a lot of really good games.
Kent State and Arkansas. Those are 2 I'm going to be watching.
Yeah, I mean, Michigan, Penn State to kick it all off in the fucking shit 10. Kansas, Oklahoma. What is Bean going to do? Is this fucking backup quarterback as good as he looked at the second half of that game? So tomorrow we're going to cover all this. We're going to spend a lot of time in the college football slate. Howie Dewey, thank you for joining us. We will see you tomorrow. Get back to whatever you were doing. You're still up in the mountains there with all the fucking wolves?
I'm headed back tomorrow, man.
All right, you get back
tomorrow.
You look great.
All right, my man.
All right. Later, Dewey.
Catch you later.
Howie looks like a fucking mountain man now, Evan. He hasn't shaved. He's got a little scruff and everything going. Rackets, how did that journey go to pick up children?
I'm in line now. We're good.
You're in line? All right. You going to get an adult Happy Meal?
Dude, they're all sold out, man.
Disappointing. More toys?
No.
All right. So let's get to some MLB bets here, and then we'll go through the amazing guys, you don't want to leave. Actually, you know what, Evan? Let me see. How many likes we got?
94.
95? All right, get it to 100. We'll give out a free week. We'll get 5 more likes. We'll give them free. I've been feeling generous today. Don't leave, guys. We have a phenomenal Thursday night football game that we're going to break at the end of the show.
I put a trash can on the thumbnail of this.
Yeah. real. What was it, Dragon? Real hard knuckle battle.
No nonsense.
Real no nonsense battle between no nonsense teams. MLB though, I'm really excited about this. We got fucking Galati's Mariners coming at 3:37 p.m. I am all aboard the M train. As you know, I am not worried about game one. I'm not happy about game one. But what game one showed me was these teams are even. Okay, that's what that showed me. These teams are even. This is not a mismatch. I told fucking this jerk off. Hold on, let me look at the YouTube here. Where's Rackets in proportion to me when you do the thing?
He's bottom, below you.
Under me? I told this jerk off down here that the Dodgers were not going to sweep. Bill Rupp just took off today because he didn't want to deal with me skull fucking him about the Padres and the Dodgers sweep. All right? These are not mismatched series. Mariners are just as good as the Astros, and people about to find that out. Can they bounce back, though, Rackets? I wanted that 1-0 win. We got the hedge in at plus 900, made a ton of money off the hedge, so I'm not worried about the betting perspective. I wanted that fucking win for my M's. They blew it. Why are you bringing in a starter? Rackets.
It's Robbie Ray, too. Why are you bringing in Robbie Ray, bro? The worst. You were rather the worst starter you could.
I don't understand it.
I don't know. I like Castillo today, though. Plus 128, I think they are. I like them a lot today.
136, I think. But, I mean, dude, you cannot bring in a starting pitcher. These teams, dude, the Phillies keep doing it with Zach Eflin, and he gives up like fucking 3 runs in the 9th inning of every game, and they do it again the next game. These guys aren't built for this, dude. When you're a starting pitcher, now listen, I played baseball at a high level. I played baseball in college. I wasn't a pitcher at a high level, but I pitched in high school, and I pitched before that. And pitchers have routines, right? So even on my team, I was never superstitious. I'm just a super freak athlete with a beautiful face and a huge cock. I don't know why that was important. Just felt I should throw it in. But if you're a pitcher, you're a creature of habit, right? Like you eat a certain meal in the morning, you do a certain thing. Rackets, we heard Garrett Cole complaining because the game started 8 minutes late that one day, right? So you can't just take a guy and fucking say, hey, by the way, go throw 18 warm-up pitches and go be you out there right now. That's not how it works, especially in that type of spot. 2 men on, Alvarez up. Fucking terrible coaching. I would have been fine with Sewald giving up the home run. I would have been okay with it. That's what Yordan does. He deserves it. Not Robbie Ray. Lose with your closer, Rackets. Lose with your fucking closer.
The Red Sox ruined it. Now, ever since Eovaldi did it in 2018, every team thinks that they can just fucking insert a starter and have them be dominant out of the bullpen. It's just not how it works, dude.
It's fucking annoying. All right, so what do you think of the Mariners today? You like it?
I like the Mariners today. I like Castillo. He's been fucking awesome, dude. Great. So Framber's good on the other side too. I don't think it's a high scoring game by any means, but I think the Mariners even it up tonight, 1-1.
Yeah, speaking of high scoring games, I thought the worst line of the year was the total on the fucking Padres game yesterday. I mean, that was a joke. We smashed the over on that. That was insane. Everyone's like, oh, Kershaw, you Darvish, it's going to be a real pitching. No, it isn't. They're fucking Kershaw's trash and you chokes in the playoffs. Shut up. But this one, yeah, I do agree with you. This could go either way. I could see both these teams scoring some runs. I could see this being a 2-1 final. So I'm not really going to touch the total. I am on the Seattle Mariners. Give me the Mariners plus 1.5. I'm going to take this twice. So I'm going to take this 2 different ways. I'm going to take the Mariners plus the 1.5 on the sheet here, Evan, because I want double exposure to this game. We're going to take the Mariners plus 1.5, best line minus 165. And I'm going to take the Mariners plus 135. You can make Rackets 135 too. DraftKings hanging a 135. It's the best line out there. So Seattle plus 135 and Seattle plus 1.5. I like them tonight, Joey. I like them.
Yep, I'm with you.
Even if they lose, I'm not giving up on it. I mean, they haven't lost a game at home yet, so this is still live. But fuck, if they would have won that first one, they'd be fucking live as fuck. Yankees look to be playing tomorrow at 1 p.m., my dude. So let's cover that now, because we won't be on the show for it. So what do you think about this? We got Nasty Nestor. We said they might sweep. They fucking came in, took care of business game one. Does Nestor take care of Bieber tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm not a big Bieber guy, man. Like he's fine, he's good, but I just feel like he doesn't ever wow me. So I think the Yankees, they could score a couple runs on him, and even if they don't, this game I do expect to be pretty low scoring. I don't think it's more than a 2-1, 3-1, 3-2 game. I think the total is like 4, 5.5, or 6.5. I think it stays under.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna be heavy on the Yankees. I think the Yankees sweep. I
think they beat them easy tomorrow too.
Guys, Cleveland's one of the worst offenses ever to be in the playoffs this far. I mean, their offense is trash. They have nothing.
I can't believe they made it past the Rays, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, they got a Quan home run off Cole, and that was it. Like
who hit 6 all year.
Right. Like Oscar's good, and they got a couple guys who are good, like Jose Ramirez, but this offense sucks, dude. So, and their pitching isn't dominant enough to offset a weak offense like this. So I'm with you, Rackets. I am surprised they beat the Rays. I didn't touch that series. I didn't watch it, but I would have bet the Rays if a gun was to my head. Nasty Nestor on the mound. Yeah, Yankees fucking cruise. I mean, we're looking at a 6 total on this one. I'll probably be looking more towards a Yankee team total. I'll save that for the subscribers because I haven't dug into the analysis deep enough yet. But if I can get I think a Yankee 2.5, 3.5. We've been having a lot of success lately. Rackets, did you see what I did yesterday when I forgot to hit send on my plays?
Yeah, when you typed out half your play.
Machado hit, Turner hit parlay. Machado 2 bases, Turner 2 bases parlay. Machado home run, Turner home run. First at bat each. Bang, bang. I'm like, fuck my life, die. Bang. Like, the worst thing ever yesterday. So I've been having a lot of success with these hit parlays. Hit all 5 of my hit props yesterday. Do we want to make a little hit parlay to have a little fun tonight? Well, maybe Wang Chung tonight. Who knows? In this Seattle-Houston game, Rackets. Anyone we want. Julio's at minus 190 to get a hit. Is there someone else you would like to form a cocaine and Legos hit parlay with? Or we could hit someone from the Yankee game tomorrow.
I'm going to say probably Ty France.
Yeah? All right, let's do that. Let's throw that in there. I like that too. So we're going to go Mr. Hand, Hand of the King. Julio Rodriguez and Ty France hit parlay. Plus 111.
I like it.
Let's do it. I like that. Let's go on.
We skipped the Yankees too. The one thing about the Yankees, they're doing that stupid shit with the starter out of the bullpen too. They've talked about Tyone being a closer. I don't know how that's going to work out for them. I don't know how I even feel about it. But just the fact that we're having this conversation makes me not feel great about it, to be honest with you.
Just the fact that every team in baseball that's in the playoffs doesn't have a closer is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, I agree.
This isn't like a regular season team that's doing this. These are the best teams left in the world, and half of them don't even have a person to close a game. It's just fucking disgusting what this league has come to. We'll talk about the Padres, Dodgers, and any other games that end up being tomorrow. Let's go over to the NFL here, Joey Rackets. This seems like it's a fucking racket-based system here. We have a fucking game that everyone thinks is going to go under. Everyone's pounding on the under here. 2 shit teams, 2 carcasses that are going to be dragged out there tonight. Totals fucking opened at 40.5. It's down to 37.5 on FanDuel. We look at the odds percentages here, which I know I like to look at a lot. And on the total, we are looking at 84% of the money on the under. Joey Rackets, do you have the balls to go over on this bare knuckle brawl?
Oh my God, dude. I want to, but I don't know if I can get there today. I got burned by the Colts and the Broncos where we just expected a shit show and we got it. We might not have a touchdown tonight. That's a real possibility. There may not be a touchdown tonight. So I don't think I get there, but if there's a way to rig this game, it's going to be towards the over somehow, some way.
Right.
Whether it's Carson Wentz balling out, whether it's fucking Justin Fields running for 2 touchdowns, maybe that's the only way that it happens. But it's scary, bro. That's a scary bet right there.
I mean, I really don't know how much action you guys really want to get on this game. I'm going to dig into it more in the next few hours, as we start to see a little more what's going on with the weather, what's going on with but I mean, for me personally, there's one prop I really like on this. I do like Mooney. I've been on Mooney's props for the last 5 weeks. Let me see what the best line available for you, Jamokes, is right now.
I saw the one prop I did like was McKissick's receiving yards. I think it was like 19.5 or 20.5, something like that. That's the only one I have real interest in, and it's only because he played like he dominated. I shouldn't say dominated. He had the majority of the snaps last week, but it was only 41%. So that the running back snaps for the Redskins last week was 29% for Robinson, 32% for Gibson, and then 41% for McKissick. So he's got a slight majority there, and it was a pretty neutral game script as well. So I assume Wentz is under pressure a little bit, and he's dumping off to McKissick. So I like the over on his receiving prop. I don't really like too much other shit in this game, dude. I think it's gross.
Yeah, it is gross. So there's two things. One,
receiving yards, Evan. Receiving.
Yeah. One, I predicted the Cole Kmet breakout game where he went 2 for 40 in week 3. That was a breakout game for him at that point. And he's actually starting to tick up towards normalcy, right? Like 3 targets, 4 targets, 4 for 45 last week, 3 for 16, 2 for 40. The reason why I'm saying that's a good thing is because his first 2 starts were 0 for 0 and then 0 for 0 on 1 target each. So, we got to remember this guy was drafted like fucking, one of the first 3 tight ends off the board coming into the season. So I do have some interest. I haven't made a final call on whether I'm going to go with the Kmet props or not yet. I will let you guys know that, subscribers on Rupp and Rackets at 5:30. But I do have some interest. Small lean on Kmet over 2.5. Throw it in there, Evan. Fuck it. Kmet over 2.5 catches. It's ugly. He's ugly. But I mean, minus 134 at Bet Rivers. It's Kmet over 2.5. He should get 3 catches today. I think he's going to start to evolve. We've seen Fields attempt 20 passes in each of his last 2 games, so it makes it very difficult to really gauge what they're doing. Is this the 7-8 completion per game, 7 for 11 guy, or are they starting to move him towards a 25, 28 attempt situation? I don't know. Last week was his best game, 15 for 21, 71% completion percentage with a touchdown, 118 QBR, 8 rushes for 47 yards, fumbled twice. That Fields can't ever have just a good day. He's got to fuck it up somehow. But I don't know. I think maybe he'll start coming along. I'm taking my bow and victory lap fucking for saying he's shit out of college.
He sucks.
If you watched any of him at Ohio State, you knew he was going to be a nobody, like literal nobody. So anyone who told you he was going to be a star is just trying to look cool in front of black people. I'm a white guy. I like Justin Fields. Justin Fields garbage. He was trash. I got called racist by everyone in the world. They just didn't watch college football. He was trash at Ohio State. Let's see. Anything else in this game? Do we want to go fucking? I mean, this has got first half draw written all over it, right?
Draw first half under draw, yeah, all of it.
So instead of doing our way to do it, let's just do it here for the freeloaders. You could just do first half draw plus 900, Evan. So just throw that on there. 900 first half draw. I mean, listen, if there's ever a game Rackets that should be 3-3-6-6 that they have, this should be it. But I'm going to dig a little deeper into the weather. We're going to dig a little deeper into a couple matchup situations. But Mooney's the play that I like. On the rushing side of the ball, I'm interested in Fields Rackets at 40.5, and I'm interested in Brian Robinson rushing attempts. Very interesting. I want them to put up some receiving props for him. I don't really see them anywhere. I don't know if you have. He played 19 snaps, got 9 carries last week, I believe it was. 18 snaps, 9 carries, and 0 routes run. Didn't even run a route. Antonio Gibson is just gone all of a sudden. It's like McKissick and Robinson, and now Gibson played 20 snaps, just didn't do anything in the air and anything on the ground. I don't know why they hate him so much. I get the fumble thing last year, but I mean, what? He hasn't fumbled all year, Rackets. How does he just? They just throw him aside.
Ghost. That was one of Ghost's plays too. He loved them. It was, I think his rushing prop was 19.5 this morning.
Yep.
He can't.
I don't know. I just don't know. I mean, we just went through the snap counts and everything from last week, but I mean, you have Robinson coming off getting shot, and you can't. So you're not going to give him more than 50% of the snaps, and then you're still mixing in McKissick, who you would think would be more relevant when they're trailing, but it was a really neutral game script last week where he was the one that had the majority of the carries. So I really don't know, or the majority of the snaps. So I don't really know like which way to take it or whatnot. But I think the safest of the three is the McKissick receiving yards. I don't really love any of those backs.
Let me break it down for you guys just so you guys can make your own decisions on it. What I saw that I thought was very weird. Brian Robinson was on a pitch count last week, so he's going to evolve each week. There was an 11.5 sitting out there. Robinson. Let me just see. There was an 11.5. Yeah, it's still out there on FanDuel. Put that out there, Evan. Brian Robinson over 11.5 rushing attempts. So last week in that game, he was on a pitch count. They were trying to limit him. He played 18 snaps and got 9 carries. Okay? And in those 18 snaps, 9 carries, 52% attempt share. That's a phenomenal number to be on the field 18 times and get 9 touches. That's absurd. To put that in perspective, J.D. McKissick had 26 snaps, had 0 attempts, and Antonio Gibson actually outsnapped Brian Robinson by 2, 20 snaps to 18, but only had 3 carries to Robinson's 9. So now when you go to the receiving side of the ball, let me switch over my spreadsheet here. When you go to the receiving side of the ball on this one and look at the same exact scenario, you'll notice something else here. Position running back. Okay. Now from the receiving side, J.D. McKissick was on for 26 snaps. As I said, ran 20 routes. Okay. So he ran a route on like 70% of the times he was on the field. Antonio Gibson was on the field 20 times and ran 13 routes. Okay. And Brian Robinson was on the field 18 times and ran 0 routes. So if we're going to use last week as a script for this running back situation, and this is important for your daily fantasy, for your showdown slates, and for your seasonal fantasy, if you're going to try and make sense of this Washington backfield, what we can glean from last week based on their numbers, if you look at basically their statistics from last week, you will go to Brian Robinson, ended the game 9 for 22 with no catches. If we go to Gibson, he ended the game 3 for 6 and 3 for 33. And then we go to McKissick, he ended the game 0 carries and 5 catches on 7 targets for 37 yards. So if you want to know how this is going to go, in my opinion, Robinson's going to play more. He's going to have a higher snap percentage than he had last week. He's going to get the bulk of the carries. He got literally 75% of them last week. Probably going to get that same number, which should put him over the 11.5. Gibson's going to be almost non-existent from the rushing side, probably get 4 carries, the whole game. And the receiving angle of it will be split between Gibson and McKissick, leaning towards McKissick. So I think Gibson here, Rackets, kind of in purgatory, right? Like if they're going to run Robinson.
If they're gonna like split this into thirds, he might be the odd man out, which is crazy because he was awesome last year.
Yeah,
so.
I love them. I don't even think it's thirds. I think this is going to end up. I think it's like kind of like he's going to get squeezed. Like he's in the
like
middle.
A 45, like a 45
like it's thirds right
deal.
now, and all of a sudden the wall's just going to start caving in, and it's going to become 2. So yeah, you're going to see Robinson go up. He'll probably just basically start to push Gibson clean out of the rotation to where we're seeing, 10 snaps, 15 snaps compared to 20 last week. So I don't know. I'll make a final decision on this. I'm still doing final research on it, but that should be something to look for. If you see any Brian Robinson receiving props, slam them under. He didn't even run a route last week. Forget about have a catch. Didn't even run a route. Anything else here on this game, Rackets?
What's that Mooney prop you got?
Mooney over 40. It was 40.5 this morning. I think it's 43.5 now on 40. That was the best number. 44.5 on most sites. That was the one that was minus one time.
Gotcha.
All right. And I'll probably be doing some little funder parlays, little fun unders all over the place. Maybe like a alt under, like, 5 things in an under parlay and seeing if that happens. Nothing else on this game, Rackets?
Nah. If you guys want to have like an alternate thing, this game really, there shouldn't be a touchdown. Under 20 and a half would be like plus 300 or something, plus 400. I wouldn't hate that.
Yeah. The alt unders have been hitting very well. At some, an alt over might be fun on this one too. If fucking all hell breaks loose and Justin Fields starts running around like a maniac. I will get hockey play right now. I do like the Devils tonight. We're on the Devils here, minus 120. Let me see what the best line is. Where's the Flyers? Small, very small on this one. Do you like the Devils minus 122? Appears to be the best line. Devils minus 122. 6-1 to start the hockey season over 4 deep bets. Let's fucking go. Fucking big wins yesterday, too. So get on over to 4 deep bets. We'll have some more hockey for you for tonight, too. We will have more props. Hit the 2 touchdown prop yesterday and first touchdown prop on our board Leyburn in the Marshall game. And we're just going to be fucking tonight. We're going to take it easy with the fucking football. Just 3 or 4 bets. Just get in there, get out of there. Look for some live opportunities. The nice thing is with all these props being so low, if someone does show themselves early, the live totals are going to be underinflated like we did with Cobb last week in the London game and just smashed Cobb 2 different times. So we'll probably be doing a lot more live betting on this, little fun circus bets. Let's do a raffle here, Evan. Let's fucking give some money away, give some fucking shit away, and get the fuck out of here.
Oh, let's do it. We got the winner here today is going to be Joseph Grimm. You are the winner of the free week. 4deepbets.com. Please DM Bill Rupp and not me.
No reason to be grim anymore. Put a smile on that face, Grim.
Turn that frown upside down, bro.
Yeah, turn that frown upside down. DM Bill Rupp or Evan Hand. Or Evan Hand? Or no, just Bill Rupp.
Just Bill.
Just Rupp 40.
Nah, don't do it.
Rupp 45 on Twitter. Go shoot him a DM. And welcome aboard, Grim, if you're not already here. I only know people's usernames. I don't know their real names. All right, final words here, Rackets.
Rupp and Rackets 5:30 in the Discord. We'll have an update on Bill Rupp and Mrs. Rupp.
Bill Rupp is dead. Probably won't be there. Maybe a Cocaine and Lego show. Evan Hand?
Maybe Cocaine and Lego show.
Maybe Cocaine and Lego. Special edition.
Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. We will see you tomorrow. You better be here. 2 o'clock. Huge show. We'll give away more free shit. Be here.
You should do it right now, right? Like push the button right now.
Right now. And if you do subscribe, a little box pops up right here. It says your name.
So that way we know you're not. That way we're watching. We know you're not doing it. So
that's true.
Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm not even coming tomorrow. No bets for tomorrow. We will be here tomorrow, 2:05 p.m. You guys get here at 2. We'll be here at 2:10, 2:08, whatever. Call it 2:05.
It's a floating time.
Come the later the show starts. So here's how it works. Let me explain something to you. So we're in here at 1:55, right? Like we're in here 1:57, 1:58.
I'm here at 1:30, yeah.
I mean, yeah, Evan's sitting here. If I caught him jerking off one day.
That is true.
Fucking but listen, what I do is I don't start the show until I see like 80 or 90 people in there. So the fact that I come late and you guys are now coming late, you're just delaying the start. I don't start when you want me to. I start. So if you come at 2:15, we'll start at 2:16. So if you want us to start at 2, the second Evan tells me, yo, we got like 80, 90 people in there, I go, okay, let's go live. So you're following me, which is wrong. I come late so that you can fill in. Come late, fill in. So let's try it tomorrow, okay? Everyone show up early tomorrow. Everyone show up at 2, and let's see. We get 80, 90 people waiting in the waiting room, bam, we're going to be live.
Usually it's just me and Evan hanging out for 5 minutes.
It is not. I'm fucking here all the time. Bill Rupp's the last one. All the time. He used to be first. Now he's last. I'm done. I just got water on my laptop. Everything's fucked. All right.
Oh, my God. He's got my computer now.
Brand new.
I got to clean quick. We got to get out of here. For Joey Rackets, for Howie Dewey, Bill Rupp, who's dead. Unfortunately, it sucks. We'll find a good replacement. And Evan Hand. I am Tommy G. Good luck. Stay catching, motherfuckers. Let's go!